Good morning, it's me. I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live Wednesday morning, December 4. And my computer is, oh, it just decided to go away. I'm live on Facebook right now, and you can find me here every Wednesday morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Or if you're watching me, what will end up being later, on YouTube. Well, first of all, you can find me on YouTube. Just search for me, Stephanie Flath, or Dazzled by Stamping. Good morning, Janet. You can find me any other time during the week when I'm not live. You can find me on my website at dazzledbystamping.com. So I'm going to refresh my screen a second and make sure that I can see comments even while I'm crafting. So just a second. Hi, Carrie. I see your comment. Good morning. And Nancy, good morning. So I'm excited today. I'm sharing a stamp set today that I didn't necessarily, well, I thought it was really cute, but I didn't necessarily want it right away. And then I ended up getting it because so then I could send some images to Rachel. So it's just adorable. I love it. It's called Dear Santa. And it's retiring. So if you have not checked out, I posted yesterday that the last chance list. Hi, Carson. How are you? Good morning, Dot and Rebecca. If you've not checked out the last chance list online, there's amazing deals on there. That it's amazing. Hi, Jamie. So make sure that you go check it out. If you don't have the link that I shared, then just go to my website, click shop, and then you can click specials, and then I think there's a last chance, put the T in the right spot, tab or whatever that you can click on and you can see it, and you can alphabetize it if you want, or put it in descending order, like if you want to see the cheapest stuff, because there's some really cheap stuff, last I knew anyway. So while I'm chatting about that really quick, while people are getting on, the clearance rack has been replaced by the last chance list. Stampin' Up! Is sort of revamped their whole program that they're doing. Good morning, Jennifer. And so now every other month toward the beginning of the month, so it wasn't truly December 1, but it was December 3. So toward the beginning of the month, every other month, Stampin' Up! Will, that makes me happy, Dot. Toward the beginning of the month, Stampin' Up! Is going to add new things to the last chance list, and then also potentially, if there are still things that are hanging on, they might increase discounts or that sort of thing. So there's not a clearance rack anymore. I mean, there is, but it's not called that. It's all combined. And so Stampin' Up! Put this together and has a better process for the whole retiring process and informing us of things, because it includes the online exclusives even. And anyway, so go check it out, because amazing deals there. Let's see. Okay, today is the last day, I believe, that you can sign up for the ornament exchange. We are having it Saturday morning, 10 a.m. at my house, and we still have 3 spots left, which is fine if you don't want to do it, but you know, there's room for you. Okay, I'm switching over to my randomizer now. I have it all set up. Oh, except that I didn't do the last minute touches just here. Just a second. Oh, and I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. Just a sec. If I don't do that, it's going to happen again. Excuse me. Okay. Now I need to clean my hands. Okay, so I have my randomizer set up. Oh, so today's randomizer is for my, I'm calling it a box card. Remember my box cards last week? That is what, thank you, Jamie. That's what is up for grabs today. And by the way, in case you're wondering, I hit start. In case you're wondering, I did not mail out cards yet. Oh, Carrie Hacker, you're my first winner. Congratulations. They're still all sitting there. Okay. There's like, well, now there's going to be 6 that I still, hello, that I still have to get to people. Pick another winner and start. Thank you, Nancy. Janet Bignall, congratulations. So, and you're on right now too, right? Weren't you my first person on? So, ooh, are you, I just thought of you. Are you changing your travel plans at all? Are you leaving early today instead of tomorrow? Didn't you say you're leaving tomorrow? If you watch the weather, you might want to make your changes. Oops, just a sec. Facebook. Okay. So, congratulations. I thought of that because I was like, well, you can get it heading out of town, but I'll just mail it to the other address. Okay, so, get that out of the way. So, yes, congratulations, ladies. Oh, good. I'm glad you're on the road now. I'll be praying for safe travels and that you're ahead of all that. Okay, so here is Dear Santa. They are just, they're cute. I just love them. And so I'm going to work with them today. And I think what I'm going to do, I did the die cutting, but both of them are die cut. I did the die cutting, but I still have to do the coloring, and I want to, I think I'm going to do the coloring for both of these before I put the whole card together. So, Dear Santa is here. And then I'm going to be using, have you seen enough of this designer paper, Take a Bow? Oh, I just love it so much. And it goes with the cuties. And so anyway, I'm going to put you down here. I'm going to use my magic wand on backwards, you upside down. And here we go. Okay. So, Janet, tell Joel hi. Tell him to drive safely. Can he hear me, or do you just have your AirPods in or something? And, okay, so the first one that I'm going to color, this is my absolute favorite image. I just love her. She is so intense. She is writing that list to Santa, and it just makes me laugh. Okay, so I'm going to do the coloring on here so then you can see better. Okay, I'm starting with her hair, and what I want to do is I went back and forth on how I was going to color it, and I decided for this one I'm just going with pecan pie. So I'm going to put some stripes of the dark pecan pie in here. And then, that's good. Okay. Then I'm going to do the light. Did I do? For a second, I thought I mixed them up. Okay, so this, were you guys did you guys write letters to Santa at all, or were you just, you knew the whole deal about Santa? I was, oh, I'm the um I'm the first child with bossy tendencies, which Todd always teases me. Hi, Christine. Todd always teases me, being the firstborn, that now we call it, I have leadership skills. We got letters back from Santa. Oh, nice. Well, I was the known, well, I knew from early on about Santa. I think my parents were the same way as what we ended up being. We didn't, well, I honestly don't know if this was my parents' deal, but we knew about Santa early on because, and we did the same thing with our kids. We didn't want our kids to be told about Santa Claus and then find out he wasn't real, and then wonder the same thing about God. Like, you can't see God, so is he not real either? And so I'm not honestly sure if that's where my parents were coming from, but that's definitely how we handled things. And unfortunately, I still can remember telling a little girl at school that there was no Santa, and I got in trouble for it because I wasn't supposed to do that. But I don't know why. I needed her to know the truth. Oh, man. But I'm sure we still had wish lists for sure. So what I'm doing is this little girl, she's just getting jeans and a shirt. Oh, and I'm gonna add some more to her shirt also in a minute. Oh, and I decided. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna do her face. Oh, I'm gonna do her tongue first. I'm not sure if this is her tongue sticking out, but this is what I'm gonna make it be. Her tongue. There's a oops, I did it again, Jennifer. There's a picture, I'll just call a joke, that I don't know if Todd found this or if I found this. But it was this little girl, it was the old style thing, circled items and Sears. Oh yeah, for sure that. An old picture of a little girl. She was standing very menacingly towards this little boy, and she says, "I'm not bossy. I got skills, leadership skills. Got it?" And it's like so me. So here's my, oh, I'm not done. My first cute little girl. So what I want to do, for some reason, she just looked plain, and maybe it was because I did the other one first. I'm making little polka dots with my black marker. The other one that I'm gonna do has lots of personality, and this one needs some polka dots for sure because dots. She just needed some more interest. There we go. Okay, so by the way, I just used dark petal pink for her skin. I actually thought about, we have skin tone. Yes, I did polka dots on her shirt. We have skin tone Stampin' Blends, and I started trying to use them because I wanted to remind you that we had them. And I think when they sit too long, they get really watery, and so you have to work that out. And it didn't work very well, and I didn't want to play with it. I wasn't liking it. Thanks. I think she's cute too. Okay, so that's my first one. I'm going to set her aside for the moment. And here's my second one. First of all, she's adorable in the first place. Secondly, I wanted to use this. I tend to go for stitched things, as you know, but I adore these dies, and these are one of the dies that are retiring. They're an online exclusive currently, so you're not going to find them in any catalog, and that's part of why I didn't even go looking for an actual list. I just directed you to the website because there's so much that's retiring, and some things end up on the online exclusives before they go anywhere. So anyway, so these are retiring, so get them now. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to... So I'm just, because they're small, and I prefer the brush tip of actually both sets of markers, I'm using the Stampin' Right markers here first. And I gotta see something a second. Okay, I do have a quick question for you though. So this is Granny Apple Green, and I'm just gonna do every other stripe. And trying to do it with the brush tip with the Stampin' Blend on this doesn't work. So I have a question for you. I will be using Stampin' Blends again on this, and there keeps being something on here that I can't color it. I will be using Stampin' Blends on this, just not at the moment. So what black ink did I need to use to be able to do that? So is it Stays On or is it Memento? So here's my Granny Apple Green. And now I'm going to do Real Red. I'm going to get the stripes in between. Oh, Rebecca got it right. Jennifer, you are wrong. Sorry, I don't mean to call you out, but you need to know. So when you use Stampin' Blends, they are an alcohol-based marker. And if you don't use Memento, but use Stays On instead, your black is going to bleed. So you need to use Memento, and you need to let it dry before you start coloring it. That's part of why I stamped it ahead of time, so I don't make my black bleed. Okay, so now I want, good job, Rebecca. Now I'm using Lemon Lime Twist. I wanted just a little bit lighter green here. I probably could use Lemon Lime Twist blends, but I didn't have those out. I had these. So here's the problem with Stampin' Right markers. You can see the lines that you're making. That's why one of the reasons why I love blends so much is you can't see the marker lines. Okay, and then we need a red heart. All right, for this one, I'm going to do the skin first. So I'm going to use, Oh, good job, Rebecca. I'm going to use the, I don't have to worry about the eyes on this one. On the other one, her eyes were open, and the first time I colored her, I colored right over her, the whites of her eyes, and that didn't look good. So I'm using dark petal pink for her face also. Get her hands. Okay, then I'm going to do my favorite part last. I can never remember, so I have to write it down. I need to write it down as I never remember. Both of you. So how can we remember? Blend. Memento blend. I don't know how you can remember it. Okay. So there's a favorite part that I have on this image that I'm saving till last, and I'll show you why in a minute. So I'm coloring the cookies. This is just light pecan pie. And maybe what you need to do is write on the back of your memento, in Sharpie on the back of your memento ink pad, write blends on here. And then on the back of the stays on, write not for blends or no blends or something like that. I literally had to do that yesterday. I made a recipe yesterday. I missed some spots here. I made a recipe yesterday that I don't make too often, and it's not anything extravagant or anything, but the recipe calls for 2.5 pounds of chicken, but I only do 1 pound of chicken. But I totally forgot. I didn't pay attention. I did all the other seasonings that I had to do, got them all in the bowl, got everything measured for the sauce that it was going to be, and then got to 2.5 pounds of chicken and realized I'm just doing 1 pound. And I even made notes on there. I circled the 2.5 pounds, drew a line down, used less seasonings, and it didn't help. So I wrote in big black Sharpie across the top and use less seasonings. I circled it again, like we're gonna make this work somehow. Okay, so here's my favorite part. I just love this so much. So I'm giving this adorable little girl red hair, but I'm not just gonna give her red hair. I'm gonna give her what my interpretation of how I think red hair looks. So it's going to be sort of like I did last week. And I hope you enjoy it also. Okay, so this is dark real red, and this is dark pumpkin pie. So, oh, she's going to be so cute. I'll show you her so far. Ha! Isn't she adorable? I love her. Okay, so I'm doing this in sections because while it's wet is when it blends the best. So I don't just plain want there to be big red lines in her hair. I want it to be a blended look. Like that's how people, little kids and people who, usually it's the younger the hair, or people have had dye, like you have highlights and stuff like that, and or red highlights or lower blonde highlights or that sort of thing. It's not all just red or orange or whatever. So I'm adding it all in here. Hi, Marcia. I'm coloring an adorable little redhead. I'll show you her in a second. So I'm blending my colors again, like I did last week on the birds. I want this redhead, and she's so cute. Look at her. Oh, I love her. Okay, so now I have both of my colorings done, and now I'm going to put the card together. So first of all, I'm going to start with my polka dot girl. And I was going back and forth on if I wanted to try to make her blonde, but I wasn't liking the blonde combination that I had. So anyway, so here is what I'm doing for my my brunette. My dear Santa. Oh, I love her. Love her, love her, love her. Okay, so I have a white card base. I was going to start with a whole red one. She is a cutie. And then I just decided not to. Okay, so now I'm switching gears. First of all, oh yeah, you have red hair too, don't you, Jamie? Or red highlights anyway. This is a red rubber stamp set, so I don't have to use Memento for this. I can use Black Stays On, and I like Black Stays On better. And unlike my normal stamps, I don't have a sticker here. Hi, Jamie. I'm going to show you my images because they're so cute, and since that's why you came. So here's the one. I colored her. Now I'm making her card. And look at this cutie. She's my favorite. I just love her. Oh, I don't have stickers on here because somehow when my stickers came, and I forgot to write. Yeah, I get it, Jamie. My stickers were cut funny, and I keep forgetting to call Stampin' Up! About it. Like, they're off-centered, and anyway, so I need to call. So I'm using Black Stays On because it's nice and black, and I'm making a background with this Dear Santa. I mean, she's intense. She is going to make sure Santa knows the deal. I'm sure she has leadership skills as well. She's my kind of girl. So I'm making this. She is very intent on telling him what's up. Okay, so here is my, oh yeah, for sure, eating cookies. Here is my background that I have. And, am I done with that? I gotta look here. Oh, I'm gonna show you a trick in a little bit, but not yet. Okay, so next thing that I need is I need my silicone mat here. So what's your favorite kind of cookie, Jamie? All right, so I'm putting this on here. I wanted to use designer paper, and this sort of made me think of like the North Pole. Here's the, I am. Hi, Mario. I didn't see that you got on. I am making my own designer paper, but I also wanted to use this. You know how in images of the North Pole, they always show that the sign, that's the candy cane sign that has North Pole on it. That made me think of that, so I need to use that. Okay, so this is going to go on my white card base. And, okay, so here's my card base. And this is going to go on Misty Moonlight. That's the color that I colored her jeans. I started with Night of Navy because that's what I had near me. And I just wanted it a little bit lighter. Okay, dimensionals. Let's see if I... You know that's always a problem, and I thought I had them. Oh, I just saw them. Okay, so I need dimensional. Sugar cookies, cutouts. Oh, yes, for sure. Those are definitely my favorite also. But I have to say, there's something to be said about some of the other classics too. When I was at Rachel's a couple weeks ago, she asked if I would make cookies for her hubby. He likes, probably most people call them scotcheroos. He likes those, and it was going to be his birthday soon. And so I made those, but then also she wanted some plain oatmeal cookies. And man, do I have a good oatmeal cookie recipe. It's actually a Betty Crocker. I could just eat the buttercream frosty by itself. Right. It's just a Betty Crocker recipe, but oh man, oatmeal cookies, warm and like crunchy outside, chewy inside. Those are so good also. All right. And so is the cookie dough from it. All right, I'm using this one. So I'm going to put 3 up here. This is how I had it before. 1, 2, 3. Anyway, so I love oatmeal. Todd's favorite is chocolate chip. And for years, I could not make a good chocolate chip cookie. It was my Achilles heel, he called it. Here's my card. And I have one more thing that I want to show you. Anyway, then I found a recipe. Actually, my sister gave me a recipe, and I've been able to make them since. But it's a little bit more involved of a recipe. Okay, so I love this card. And then I had the idea, because this looks like a postage stamp, and I wanted to put a postage stamp up here. So I'm going to show you what I did. So this, the actual square, the smallest square is too big. Oh, I don't need sea salt on top of it. Hi, Kathy. So here's what I did. I used this one. This is skinnier than this one right here. So I used this one and ran it through like this. So now it has a straight edge here. But what I can do, and what I did on a different card, I'm going to see if I can try this. I'm going to set my card aside, and I'm actually going to do this. So what I want to do is I want to lay this card into the die and then cut this bottom part off too. I'm going to do that really quick because I did it on my other one and I ended up really liking it. I'm going to do it this way though, sorry. Not sure how much you'll see of it because I need to make sure that I get my capital E or it's not going to work right. Okay, so for this one, because I want to make sure that I have it in the groove correctly, I'm laying it upside down. But you have to remember, remember to always protect your dies or your embossing folder. Something always has to go on top of it. And I'll show you why in a second. So I want to make sure that it stays where I want it. So I'm just going to take off a couple little knobs on the end. Yes, I was just going to comment about the postage stamp die with the letter writing being perfect. Thank you, Jamie. Did you make one like that too, or no? Okay. So see, look, I ran this through like this, and you probably, I don't even see where, oh, it stayed on. I only cut just like a tiny, can you see these tiny little knobs that I cut off? But it'll make it look like the postage stamp now. Ah, so cute. All right. So now, okay, so this is a little bit of overkill, but I'll like it better than I did the first one that I did. So this is tiny, but I don't want it to wobble. So I put 3 dimensionals on the back of this thing. And I'm going to put it right up here. How cute is that? Ha! I love it. Okay, so here's my first card. Done with that one. And my next card with this cute little redhead. Love her so much. Okay, so this one's a much easier card. It was just her coloring that was more involved. And I think I'm going to do my stamping. Thank you. Oh, the postage die, perennial postage dies is what it's called. So for this one, I'm actually going to stamp the greeting first, so then I can work around it. Thank you so much. So I'm going to have all these little pieces. Oh, first, okay, I'm interrupting myself. I'm sorry. I need to show you something that why you cover your... Okay, so when you use a 3D embossing folder, you don't use the cutting mats, but you do need the specialty plate on top. And it has to go on top because look what happens when you don't put it on top. This is my folder that is now bent because somebody forgot to put it on top. They just had their folder on top. So always make sure, I mean, it still works, but you always want to make sure that you're protecting your folder or your dies. Okay, so now back to my stamping here. Okay, so I'm going to do my greeting first. This is again in StazOn because it's red rubber, so it's fine. It will not hurt my stamp. And it's kind of centered, kind of not. And I'm holding it to help it soak in. Because cardstock, oh, I had something on there. Colored cardstock has a different texture and it doesn't quite soak in like it does on, that's better. I use the Spellbinder embossing machine and my Stampin' Up! Folders look like that. Oh, well, I don't know what to tell you about that. Because you know I wouldn't be doing that. I must be doing something wrong. I have something on top of it when I run it through. I don't know. Maybe you don't quite have your mats correct. But it may just be, sometimes it happens to my dies, even though like they're always covered. A lot of use going underneath so much pressure. Sometimes it just warps them a little bit. Okay, so hope your holidays are sweet. That's perfect for this little girl, you know. All right, so we're gonna use, I used some striped designer paper to sort of go with her cute little leggings or jammies or whatever you want to call it. So this is gonna go here. And then we want to show the red also. So this is the same design from the same package. This is Take a Bow, by the way, if you didn't remember or weren't here to hear me say it. So this is just all one 6-inch by 2-inch strip. Okay, now we need some dimensionals here. So looking at the back, that's why you always want to color. Thank you, me too. You always want to make sure that you're coloring on something because it will definitely soak through. Okay, take these off. And she's gonna go right here. Ah, she's so cute. And then I needed a new package because I needed one of each size for this. So here is large, medium, small. And she's done. I love them. Okay, so I'm gonna put you guys up and show them to you better. So put you backwards on upside down. And here I am. Okay, so here's my cute little redhead. Look at her. I love her so much. She's just precious to me. I just love it. Could stare at her forever. Thank you. And then here's my little brunette with her Santa card. So did you see? This is called Dear Santa, and it is retiring. So I'll show you again, since I know you weren't here at the beginning. Dear Santa. Also, Christmas Friends, the critters. No, I'm getting that. This is the the critters one, Christmas Friends. There's the moose, bear, mouse, and there's one more. Oh, owl. Those are also retiring. But this is Dear Santa, and it's retiring. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you like it. So I'm really happy with these. I love my Dear Santa designer paper that I made, and that she looks like the envelope. I just love it. Okay, so make sure that you check out the go online, click on if you don't have the link from my email, go online to my website, click shop, and then click specials, and then I think there's a line, an extra tab that says last chance. You can put it in order of alphabetical, so you see things that go together, or if you put it in, if you filter it by price, then you can see like the cheapest things, because there's just some good deals. So anyway, make sure that you do that. If you want to do the ornament exchange, you have to sign up today. If you want to do my next, which is my last Christmas class, it's next Thursday or Friday. Excuse me. I'm doing 2 each of 2 cards and 2 each of 2 gift card holders. You need to sign up by this Saturday. And just a quick heads up, for this month, I think, I don't remember if I have it scheduled now. I think I'm just not doing my all occasions class this month at all. It just wasn't, it didn't work. Like, it would have been like the day after Christmas or New Year's Day, or I don't know. It wasn't going to work. So I'm just taking the time off. So I'm not doing that class. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. And you still can get Dear Santa Last I Knew, but it is retiring. So remember, you're going to find there's not a separate clearance rack. It's all in the same last chance section. And it will stay there until it's gone. It's while supplies last. Oh, yeah, definitely need to stay by the fireplace today. Temperatures are dropping here, too, but I know that's different than for you because we're going to get all the snow with it and not quite as low of temperatures as you guys have. Thank you, Jennifer, for saying that. Stamping is so fun. I struggle sometimes, like, oh, what do I want to do with this? It's such an adorable set. What do I want to do? and then it just comes out, and I just love it. Thank you, Marcia, for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again. I will see you again next Wednesday. It's 50 there today. Oh my, we're in the 20s right now, but I think it's going down. Probably my Wisconsin people, they're like in the teens or less. Whew, cold stuff. Okay, have a great week, and I will talk to you next week. Thanks, bye.